Alright, so what I did on this was I just took a long hook and pick, and you really can't see what I'm doing here. So let me see if I can reach in here with the pick. No, you're still not going to be able to see it, but and there's my linkage arm, and if I can get this angled right, we'll be able to see it. Yes, that white arm there towards the bottom of the screen, that's the linkage arm, and I used a long pick and reached in and tried to help it move as I turned the temperature knob, and now it moves again. So definitely going to have to do the temperature motor for the driver's side of this car, and that will fix it, because the motor itself was stuck. I bumped the linkage with a pick and was able to get it to move, and now my temperature seems to be doing a little bit better. Because now what we're looking at is this pulling down into the 70s, this pulling down into the mid 40s. So we'll let it run for a little bit longer, and if both sides pull all the way down, then I'm going to say for sure it's just the temperature flap actuator, not the flap itself. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sometimes you don't have to have that AC machine. If you got problem with one side of the air conditioner, make sure you run faults first and see what's going on in there before you start hooking machines to it. So I started off on my diagnosis by putting my temperature probe in and seeing where I was before I got too into it. But this being a Volkswagen, I did also make sure that the compressor itself wasn't broken by looking for the end shaft still spinning as the thing's running. Once I saw that, then I put the scan tool to it, got my faults, ran basic settings, saw that the left side was stuck, and excuse me there, guys, and tried to move the linkage flap on its own, and got it to move. So that's how my diagnostic steps went. It's not always difficult, sometimes it is actually simple. So anyway, thanks for watching this. I'll get it posted up, and please, again, I know I said this already, but please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out a lot, and I would very much appreciate it. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome back. Here we are again, back at the shop. Vacation is over, and we're working on a Volkswagen Passat. We got one here that the concern is that the air conditioner below is hot. As we can see right now, both sides are on low. We ran a full scan, we can see that we have temperature flap stuck, temperature flap no basic settings, and position for pressure recirculation. So we've got a few faults in there related to flaps. When I first started the car and brought it in, I can tell that the compressor is kind of working. I haven't put a machine on it yet, but you can tell the low side line is cold, the high side line is hot. I have my power probe temperature sensors hooked up. The one, number one, over there, is showing me 48 degrees. Number two, which is this one over here, is showing me 132 degrees. So right now we have an issue with our temperature flaps. Is what's going on with this car, because as we can see, both sides are on low. One side is showing hot, one side is showing cold, and we do have faults for our temperature flaps. So we're going to erase our faults, and there we go. Our left temperature flap actuator stuck. Again, no basic settings. So we're going to go back and run basic settings one more time. And now we're going to hear the flaps changing positions, or at least trying to. And right now it's still running, as we can see, because the lights on the control box is blinking. So AC to there, now it says basic settings has ended. We are on max AC, and we're going to jump out of this, jump out of this, go back into our trouble codes. Now we have a passive and an active. So we're going to try to erase the faults again and see what happens. Hit read codes. Let's see. Yep, they're both all the way back. Both of them are static. So most likely what we have going on is a fault within our temperature flap for the left side of the car, because we're still pulling pretty good temperatures on the passenger side and staying hot on the driver's side. So this one's probably going to have to continue with some diagnosis. We're going to have to dig into the dash and see what's going on there, because with the temperature flap being stuck, the passenger side pulling down to 49 degrees, it's probably a pretty good split for the right side, or the right side being 49 and the left side being over 100. So probably what we got going on is one of the linkage arms is popped off, and what we're going to do now is look up in this side of the dash and see if I can see anything like that. So we'll grab a flashlight and move on and check this. So we'll sit it right here for a second. Now, not only is this about diagnosing and checking out a few new tools, this is also checking out the new Autel that I just got. So right now what I'm going to do is see if we can see this linkage arm through here. Yeah, we can kind of see it right there. Get that in there like this. And let's see if I can see this thing move. Now, the linkage arm is not moving, so very likely what we have going on is a failed actuator. So we're going to dig deeper into this and continue on with our diagnosis, but for now this is where we're at with diagnosis. The new little Autel seems to work great. If you haven't seen these power probe temperature things yet, this guy here is a temperature probe for checking like air conditioning or whatever, but it's a power probe temp kit from Power Probe, and you can do two different sensors on it. So I just got this recently, and now that AC season has finally started up, we're going to have this in use quite a lot, because I can do two different temperature variants on this same machine and see what I'm doing as far as the split goes from driver's side to passenger side. It wasn't that much money. It was somewhere around $100. So for having this ability to check two temperatures and have my actual ambient temp and what I'm actually blowing out of the vents, it's kind of nice. So if you don't have one of these, check them out. You know, check any of your tool trucks, check Amazon, wherever you want to look. But it's a good investment, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Once we get further into this diagnosis, if it gets approved, this will get added onto this video. Otherwise, this will be kind of a standalone thing. But thanks for watching it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Trying to grow this channel and put more good information out there. But anyway, thank you.